to upload once a week on a Friday, and then we'll do shorts throughout the rest of the week. So those are my goals at the moment. So hello to everybody that's coming in on the live. Right now we have just one of you. What's up? How you doing? There's three now. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Trucker's Life. I am headed home from work. Headed home from a supposedly what was supposed to be a 2 day load turned out to be a three and almost four because it's almost midnight here in the great state of Texas. Timothy, what's up? What's up? What's up, man? Hopefully you're doing great. Hopefully you're at home chilling, or you're at least taking your break, your 10-hour break out there on the road, or your 34-hour break on the road, or wherever you may be in the world. Hopefully everything is amazing for you. But yeah, I'll wait, see if a couple more people get on, and then I'll talk to you about my day, or about my week. Actually, started on Monday, ended today, dang near Thursday. On what was supposed to be a 2 day load. Imagine that. Okay, Timothy. It's all right if I call you Tim. It's a little shorter. But if you want to call Timothy, I'll call you Timothy. No problem. Um, Check out this Mustang right here. What do y'all think about that color? That's a pretty cool color. I've always liked bright colors like that on the sports cars, especially on exotic cars. I like it on Jeeps too. I like crazy colors like that on the Jeep Wranglers as well. But yeah, pretty cool car. But yeah, Tim, hopefully you're doing okay. You're getting better. You're recovering from your surgery. And then soon enough, you'll be out running around doing what you love to do most. If I can't read everything that what you're writing, it's for the obvious reasons, but I'll try. Oh man, I'm sorry. Sorry to hear that, man. Sorry to hear that you lost your job, man. That's nuts. It's the thing, man. We're all like on a verge of we're on the mercy of all these companies and people we work for and work with and all that stuff. Like we're at their mercy. I was talking to a driver that just recent. Well, he's been over here at this company that I'm with for about a year, and he was explaining on how his life work wise was just perfect for years. He did what he wanted to do. He was home like he wanted to be home. Like everything was just great for years and years and years. And then some new terminal manager came in and just messed it all up for so many drivers. And that's what's unfortunate about our industry is that you'll get somebody that'll come in and the crazy thing is they'll come in to supposedly try to be the hero of the company and try to cut all the corners and make all these changes to save the company money. But as soon as you're not useful for the company anymore, they will get fired. They will get rid of you too. They will fire you without batting an eye. And that's what I don't get. Like these people come in trying to do this, and all they do is piss off drivers, and drivers end up leaving to different companies. You know, they had a really good crew going on, and they come in and try to save the company money, and then all the dependable drivers leave, all the good contracts leave because the dependable drivers aren't there. They're being late to their deliveries. They're being late, not showing up to the deliveries, and just all kinds of things going on. And the terminal manager thought that they were doing the best thing for the company, and as soon as the company sees that they're losing customers and all this other stuff, and it was under your reign, guess who they're going to get rid of? You, the terminal manager, or regional manager at that. So it's I don't know. To me, I've had some pretty good terminal managers in the past. I was very happy with two actually. One was one, I'm not going to say names or where it was. One of them was a guy from the Northeast, was running a terminal down here in Texas, and that dude there, man, I'll tell you what, he was strict, but he was balanced. He did a good balance between the company and the truck drivers. Like, even though he was strict, truckers would stand behind him for, like 100%. They would stand behind the guy. And so that was one. And then the other one was a female terminal manager. And she was also pretty similar to that type of mentality. Give the company a little leeway, but give the drivers, stand up for the drivers as well. And it was good under her too. But the thing is that when terminal managers get scared into basically the company scares them to death, and they won't stand up for the drivers. I've had a terminal manager tell me before, I'm writing you up because it's either you or me. And it was a miscommunication from them why it ever happened in the first place, but I was the fall guy. It just happened to be that I was the one that it happened to, and I've never been written up for anything, anywhere. And I got written up for something that wasn't even my fault. Like, I think that I've probably done things that I should have been written up for, and I wasn't, maybe. But yeah, I was kind of the fall guy. That's basically what he said to me. It's either me or you. And that really sucks to hear that from a terminal manager, from the guy or girl that's supposed to be there, for you. I know it's a hard job. Because they have to have that balance. But, it is what it is. That's how they act. I think my AC in my car is going out, man. That's not good for Texas. Not good at all. It's kind of feeling kind of weird there. But anyways, how are you guys doing? Hopefully everybody's doing great. Hit that thumbs up if you can. I'd really appreciate it. Oh no, Daniel, you might not want to throw no names out here. Might not want to put names out there. But yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, Tim, so that sucks, dude. You were at the same company for all these years, and then they just threw you out the door. It's messed up. Damn, Daniel, you had wheels. Where are you at? You've been I've been keeping up with you, Daniel, with out there driving that electric electric Mustang out there in the West Coast from Cali to Vegas. That's pretty cool. Were you on vacation or like what's the deal with that? That's pretty cool. You're always doing cool stuff anyways. I've always liked keeping up with your adventures. It's like the snowmobile adventure and then your off-road adventures, and I don't know, I just saw it. I just felt like it was kind of random that you were out there driving an EV. Well, yeah, dude, you drove the worst EV in the world. That Mustang is supposed to be one of the worst EVs that are out there. I mean, if you're gonna compare it with a good one. Get you we'll drive a Tesla or something. The ones that know what they're doing. They've been doing it for a while. But you got that range anxiety I was seeing on your post. Yeah, I figured. I think you know. I think that's one thing that I don't know. I think we kind of overthink it sometimes when we're like, say, I've never been in an EV, so I don't know. But like on my bike, my e-bike, sometimes I overthink it, and I try to cut corners to not use as much battery. And when I get back to the truck, I still have like half a battery left, and I could have done more things, and I was just kind of scared of it. So I think that's kind of the thing with EVs. But I mean, if I was going to get any EV, it would have to be a Tesla, because they have all the support from all of the charging stations from all over the United States. They're the ones with the biggest network. So, although Daniel, I was watching that they're giving out Tesla chargers to the Mustang EV owners now. I don't know if they're sending them out to certain customers, but I was watching some YouTube videos on this couple that just received theirs, and it's an adapter so you could use any of the Tesla chargers. So I thought that was pretty cool. Damn, bro, how much downtime did you have in California that you had time to go to Vegas? Oh, man. What do we got here? Let me see. Ruben, what's up, man? Good to hear from you too. From you as well. Just out here doing it, man. Just got back from my 3-day trip that was supposed to be 2 days. So let me tell y'all what happened. So those of you that are here are the ones that, you know, matter. So, because you're here. Let me tell you what happened. So there's going to be a video on this as well, but since it's a live, I'm gonna let you guys know. So I was, so they assigned me a load. And first of all, okay, so I was going from Houston to a town called Alex, Arkansas. And to get to Alex, Arkansas, you could potentially go up 59, what is that? There's I forget the name of that. That little cut road. Anyways, 59, 20, 49, and in Louisiana, get into Arkansas, 49, continue up north. I don't remember the name of that highway. It was like a little whiny ass road. You could potentially go that way, or you could go all the way to Little Rock, catch 40, and then go back towards that little town. And that's kind of the route I took, because when I was a rookie driver, when I first started driving trucks, I actually went through that route, and I remembered that it was hell coming through there. So I didn't want to do that. So I went ahead and went all the way to Little Rock, and then ran across and showed up to the customer. Now, here at the company I'm leased to, there are 2 ways for you to get your load information. One is through an app. 2 is through your paperwork. The problem that I had was that I never received the load, because I never received a load to my phone, to my app. But when I got to the yard, the paperwork was there, so I put in the address and I took off. This was Monday evening. So by the time I left, there was nobody in the office. So I couldn't call them to send the load to my app. So I didn't have the app, the load information to my app, and I'll tell y'all why here in a little bit. So I showed up to Alex, pulled into the place where I was going to unload, and handed them the paperwork, and they're like, we got a load of this yesterday, and I really doubt that we can hold another full load of it. So that right there kind of started, kind of started sounding fishy, like something's going on. So he's like, you know what? This load is probably supposed to go to Yaleville, Arkansas. I'm like, okay, Yaleville, Arkansas. Yaleville. So I start looking it up, and I was like 200 miles away from Yaleville, I think, somewhere give or take. And the only ways to get there were nothing but little bitty BS roads. So I called dispatch, and then I call them and tell them, hey man, this is what's going on. And they're like, well, it's not on your app. I said I never received the load on my app. And then come to find out that my annual was done on was due on my truck, and I didn't get. So if you're over here at this company, anything that just goes one day over, maybe even 2 weeks before, they lock you out. But the dispatcher that gave me the load was, for some reason, he was able to put loads in without, I don't know how it was working. And he ended up getting fired. Well, I don't know if he got fired. He got let go. Or he's not working here anymore. I don't know what the politics is behind that. But he's not working here anymore. So that part of the puzzle was gone. And then the new lady doesn't know me, never dealt with me before, the new dispatcher. So I'm calling her. I'm like, hey, this is what's going on. And they're like, oh, we gave you the wrong paperwork. So they gave me the wrong paperwork, and I was 200 miles away. So what I normally do when I'm in areas that I don't know, and I know Arkansas's back roads they're hell, because they're small roads, winding roads up mountains. Believe it or not, those of you that have never been to Arkansas has mountains, and some of them are pretty steep in certain areas. So I asked one of the grain haulers that deliver at this place. I asked him, I said, have you ever been there before? And the first one didn't. The second one did. And he's like, yeah, you need to go back 40 and then catch 7. And then 7 will take you up towards Yaleville. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I take off. Man, oh man, oh man. These roads sucked. They were brutal on Old Hot Chocolate. There was some turns that were like, there was some turns that I could almost see the back of my trailer. That's how, closed they were. I was like, wow. They better not ever offer me that load again. I'm not going to take it. But anyways, the thing is, they're not going to pay me anything extra for their mistake. I guarantee you they won't. Even if I raise hell, they're not going to do that. So it was So I showed up on to Alex like around 10. By the time I got up to Yaleville, after waiting, for dispatch to figure out what they're going to do, and in my drive time, I got to Yaleville like around 4 p.m. And, barely, because they close at 6. So I got there, took 2 hours to unload, took off. Well, by then, that day was shot. That day was over with. So now that's the second day. Now, got up this morning, made it into Houston. Well, not really this morning, but like around noonish, and then made it into Houston. So that was almost another full day, basically another full day. So a 2-day load turned into a 3-day load, and then I have to pay I have to suffer the consequences out of my pocket, because driving through those back roads like that, up and down those mountains, put a lot of wear and tear on my truck, plus all the fuel that I had to spend on doing that load, which initially from Houston, that load was only 578 miles, something like that, something that could have been easily done. One straight shot there, unload, straight shot back, case closed. But because of mistakes that were made, I ended up having to bite the bullet on this one. And here I am trying to get home at midnight. And to see how long I'm going to be off to the next load. But we've been kind of running pretty decent lately, so. Yeah, Jason, I mean, they really are. I would like to go back to that area, not in a semi, in a car, or better yet, a motorcycle. Because those are like the nicest motorcycle roads, because they're every guy that rides a cruiser, man, loves, well, even the sports bike guys, they love curves. And lots of curves, lots of mountains, lots of hills, going through valleys. Up at one point in time on 7, I was up on the backbone of a mountain range, or of a bunch of mountains, or whatever you call them. And that was beautiful, man. That was really beautiful. And then it was kind of overcast, where it was kind of about to rain on one side of the mountain. The other side was sunny. It looked pretty dang cool. And I ended up stopping at some. They call it the Grand Canyon of, the Grand Canyon of Arkansas, and it's like a spot where you can pull over and overlook the valley, man. That was beautiful. I actually did a short on that, so there's a short 2 videos ago, I think, or 1 video ago. I made a short where I'm standing up at that place, and it's also included in the video. It's going to come out here in a couple of weeks on that whole trip. So those of you that hear on the live will know exactly what I'm gonna post. But yeah, that's what I got right now planned. I got, like I said, I got a video coming on Friday that is going to be it's basically me interviewing or hanging out with 2 drivers. One driver is from Thailand, and the other driver is from Vietnam. They both live here, of course. And one of them is Gemini G7. He's got his own YouTube channel. Go check him out if you haven't checked him out yet. And we were just hanging out. We went and had lunch at a Korean barbecue, hung out, had a good time, and then we did that little interview. So hopefully you guys enjoy that interview, or at least give me a thumbs up or something, so I can get a little more exposure on it. Then the following video is going to be of also hanging out with a really good friend of mine. What's the name of his channel? Rat Rod. I'll have to. You guys will see. I can't remember his full channel name. He does more TikTok stuff. But he's got a really nice old Peterbilt, 86 or 80s model Peterbilt, and early 80s, I think, and it's really cool. It's really cool he walks around and shows like a lot of stuff on it. Something I didn't know, 2 things I didn't know about those Petes was that they were all metal back in the days, like the hood, the top caps, of the sleeper, the cab, like the whole truck was made out of aluminum. You know, the cab wise. I don't know if it was aluminum or stainless steel. It was made out of something metal, and I think aluminum. And so I didn't know that. And then his particular truck, he says like for 2 or 3 years, Peterbilt put in a what they called a Corvette dashboard. His truck's got that Corvette dashboard from like the 50s. It looks really, really cool. And his truck has that. And supposedly there was like a lawsuit over that dashboard, and of course Peterbilt lost, and they quit putting them in the Pete's. But it's a gorgeous dashboard, I think. My personal opinion. But yeah, so there's that video, and then the following Friday it'll be the Arkansas video. So they're a little bit behind, but those of you that are here kind of know, letting you guys know that that's what's in the pipeline, and then a bunch of little shorts, you know, along the way. AJ, what's going on? How you doing? Just got out of the bush. Oh, okay. Up there playing in the snow, huh? Or on the ice. Hey, you haven't given me a call after your whole vacation that you were down there making fun of me, man. I mean, not making fun of me, but kind of, showing off you being in a nice tropical place while it was cold here in Texas at the moment. But it looked like you had a lot of fun. There's a Grand Canyon of Pennsylvania too. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, man, there's a lot. There's so much to explore, man. I think that if I was single and didn't have kids, not that I don't want those things to be happening, right? But if I was, I would probably buy me something that I could drive, you know, and just go explore. Go explore a lot of the from the center of the United States on over towards the east, man. There's so many beautiful places out there, and I'm a sucker for like rivers, clear water rivers. Now I know there's a lot in those areas. I love the mountains, all the greenery, you know, the terrain out west, northwest, I guess. I mean northeast. That area, you know, it's beautiful. Like, I've never been a big fan of Oklahoma. I'm going to tell you, I've always thought that it was one of the ugliest. Sorry if you're from Oklahoma, but I always thought it was one of the not the most pretty states in the country. There's a few of them that I don't really care for. They're kind of in the same area. But a couple years ago, I came down a road that was on the east side of Oklahoma, right on the border with Arkansas, and man, it was beautiful. I was like, is this the same state? Because people would tell me I'm going on vacation to Oklahoma, and I'm like, why would you go there? And then I went through there, and I'm like, oh, this is why. So like that area, Arkansas, or certain parts of Arkansas, Missouri. I was up in the Ozarks the other day. Well, I think that part of Arkansas I was in, it was kind of like the Ozarks as well. I think I saw something like that. But anyways, like the whole Ozarks area, Kansas, certain parts of Kansas. I mean, it's very little parts of Kansas. Most of Kansas is not very. I wouldn't live there for nothing. Sorry, but yeah, those areas, those states are really nice. I want to go back and explore some of that. Maybe one day we'll put it on our to-do list. I know there's a diamond mine in, I think it's a diamond or gold mine in, in Arkansas that I've always wanted to go to. So maybe one day. We'll be able to do it. But yeah, this country has a lot to offer, man. There's so many beautiful places here in the U.S. that we take it for granted. Well, some of us don't ever leave our living rooms. I mean, you got to go out and explore. Go see your country. Be like this guy, Daniel. Daniel has 2 days off, and he'll go across the country in an electric car. So, be like that guy. When I grow up, I want to be like Daniel. I make fun of him. I mean, I'm just poking with him, but he's also he's actually a full owner operator now here at Hennef. So shout out to him on paying off his truck. I think him and his brother both. So that's cool. That's why he's got extra money to be able to go do this stuff, because he's got a paid off truck, man. I don't. Southeast Oklahoma is beautiful. Yes, that's exactly where I'm talking about. Nebraska, headed to Phoenix and Riverside, California. Okay, cool. Heck yeah. That's your route, James. That's where you're going. See, Nebraska is another one of those states that they couldn't pay me to live there. Never say never, right? Never say never. Don't spit into the sky, because it might land back in your face. But not likely that I would live there. Iowa. Let's just name them. Iowa, Nebraska, Oklahoma. Where else would I not live, even if they paid me to live there? Maybe Wyoming. Wyoming's got some. I like mountains, so Wyoming has that. So probably not Wyoming, but it would be Nebraska for sure, Iowa, and Oklahoma. Afraid of a little cold, man? You already know, man. I'm from Texas, man. I'm from Texas. It's 30 degrees. We're dying. I know. We're not like you. We're not like you, Adrian. We're not like you that is up there in negative degree weather, and whenever it hits 0 degrees, you're wearing shorts and a t-shirt. You're like, oh dang, it's warm. Yeah, we're not like you, man. At least I'm not. Yeah, man. I mean, that's what's up, Daniel. I mean, that's how I was when I was doing OTR. I would. That's where my channel, kind of the idea of my channel started, was getting out of your truck and go exploring the country, or exploring like your area that you're in. And I went to see a lot of cool places while I was doing that. But doing this regional type stuff, out and back, you got the time to do it. I guess when you finish unloading, you could go and check out some places. But then you're like, I'm on that. I don't know if this happens to you guys, but when I'm unloaded and I know I'm headed home, I'm just on that get home type of mentality. Now, I do take my time sometimes and go check out some things that I'm really curious about something. But for the most part, when I'm done unloading and I'm headed back, I know that I'm headed back home. Yeah, that's my mind is just getting home. So I know that it doesn't have to be that way, but it is. Pissing ice cubes. Man, you really messed me up right now, man. I just envisioned that shit. Damn it, boy. Oh my gosh. Oh man, yeah, you just messed me up, man. Appreciate that. I hope you piss a stream of ice for that one. Damn, man. You always got them jokes, bro. Let's see, did I miss anybody's comment? Broken Bow, Oklahoma is beautiful. Yeah. I guess that's kind of the area that I was in. No, I wasn't in. No, I was not in Oklahoma. I was in Kansas. I mean, Arkansas. My bad. But yeah, I think that's the area I drove through that I said that I'm saying that it was really nice. Yeah, that area is gorgeous. Not for driving a big truck though. Not at all. Man, if y'all only knew. Some things I'm just gonna keep to myself. If y'all only knew. Woo! Like Mr. AJ here, he goes up in the bush, up in the mountains and hills and ice roads and all that cool stuff. He's like, doesn't bat an eye on none of this stuff that I'm talking about. But they gotta be shitless up there. Oh man. Getting on one of these nice overpasses here in Houston. Bridges and bridges and bridges. You got these over there, AJ? Do you have these over there? Uh-huh. Not like this is an amazing thing, right? But you're like, no, I got beautiful mountains with bears and shit. Oh, and this guy, AJ, he eats like a king too. He's an Italian. He's an Italian man. And he eats like an Italian man. Every time they cook it up, well, not every time, but quite a few times when he cooks it up, he'll send me pictures of what he's about to eat. Yeah. Yeah, he messes me up every time. Because I already know it's authentic. The real thing, not the stuff you buy at most restaurants that we call Italian. The Olive Gardens. It's not Olive Garden for sure. The real deal. Got some flashy flashes up here, a little construction. Cleanup crew. Little cleanup crew. Passing up JFK Airport. See these guys that do this, well, okay, here in Houston, if you come through Houston at night, like we're doing right now, and like we just saw right now, but that's a cleanup crew. The police officers that are usually there with the crews, it's either construction crews or cleanup crews. They that company my brother-in-law owns one of the. There's a few of them here in Houston, but he owns like one of the companies that does the security for construction companies. Pretty cool, man. That man came from basically nothing, and is now has his own company, and is doing very, 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 very well for himself. So very, very proud of him and the things that he's done. That's having determination right there, man. Having determination. Him and my sister both are people with a lot of determination, and they've gotten the things that they've wanted. They live very nice. Me, not so much. I'm the sheep of the family, just in case you guys don't know. But yeah, we were gonna go off-roading, so we had a plan to go off-roading a few months ago, and he has a Jeep. My brother-in-law has a Jeep, and of course we have a Jeep, so we're gonna take the Jeeps out there. Well, his Jeep, he calls it his baby, and he doesn't want to off-road his Jeep. Like, bro, that's what you got. You got like 4 other cars. Why can't you just go have fun with this one? He's like, no, that's my baby. So, turn it around. So, like the evening before we go to this trip, he decides he wants to go buy a side-by-side. And he drives about an hour to go buy this brand new side-by-side, a really nice one. And then in the morning, he buys a trailer. I'm like, bruh, like, you got it like that? Of course, I didn't tell him that because I know, but like, damn, man, like, you want to go buy a side-by-side, so let me just go get one real quick. So we didn't end up taking our Jeeps at all. And we took the side-by-side. It was fun, but I would have enjoyed myself, I guess, being with my own vehicle in my Jeep. But we had a good time. But yeah, that's how he, he's built that on his own, or him and my sister have built that. So they can do that. They can definitely do that. But yeah, in the Houston area, it's probably his company that's out there taking care of. It's got the cops out there taking care of these construction sites. It's pretty cool. I see him sometimes. He'll work it as well. He works them as well. So sometimes I see his car, and I'll be driving by, or his SUV, and I'll be driving by in my big truck, and I feel like blowing the horn because I know he's in there asleep. But I don't want to be like that. He's gotten hit twice. He's gotten hit twice, and twice totaled his vehicles that he was in. People in the middle of the night just drinking and driving or not paying attention and slammed right into him and just totally destroyed his cars. How he walked out of those 2 accidents alive, I don't know. He's got a higher power looking out for him, that's for sure. But like, it's dangerous. Oh, okay, you done went out and got you a fryer, huh, AJ? So now you're having steaks and pork chops in the truck. Okay. Heck yeah. Too bad I can't run into you up there because I can't go to Canada, but, we'd have some good old meals. Alright guys, well, you probably heard me babble heard me yap a little too long already. Thank those of you that have tuned in. Thank you for those thumbs up. I really, really, really do appreciate those. I know there wouldn't be too many of you guys out at this time, but just wanted to say hola. I know usually we have family from overseas around this time whenever I upload or do a live around this time, from England, and we've had Australia, Netherlands, India. Shout out to all those countries. We've had people from Africa, different countries in Africa. They're usually tuned in around this time because I guess because it's daylight over there, I guess, Or evening. I think it's evening over there. Since it's midnight here. But yeah, we're gonna see where we go next. See where our next load goes to. Gotta take care of a couple of maintenance issues with Old Hot Chocolate. I was gonna go to California and run. I was gonna go run for a new terminal that we have up there in Haywood, California. But lately we've been having some pretty steady work here, so why leave and go away from the family if I can just stay here with the people I know. At least that's my idea. Rather stay here, around here. Been driving through here for years. I've never noticed that building back there. Huh. All right, brother. Have a good night. Sweet dreams. Don't let the bed bugs bite. I'll let you. Give me a call. I probably won't be back out until Monday or Tuesday, so I'll be out. Give me a holler if you're not in the bush. But yep, have a good night, man. My brother from Canada. I'm getting tired too. El Barrio Cookers, what's up, brother? What's going on, man? I wanna go try out your barbecue, bro. All the posts that I see, man, looks like you got some dang good barbecue. All the prizes you've won. I got it. Oh man, who's that? Common S? Man, thank you so much for that super chat. Wow, appreciate that. Man, that's awesome. You didn't have to do that, but I appreciate it. I'm trying to read it while I'm going down the road. Okay, man. Yeah, I mean, thank you for those kind of words on for my family and my health. I really do appreciate that. And yeah, man. I mean, things are starting to. I think here at the company, it seems like to me that things are starting to get a little better. So might be getting time to maybe, if you want to do it, to get your truck, and there's a yard in Walnut, California, I think. It would benefit you. I really appreciate that super chat, man. That's awesome. You don't have to do that though, but I do thank you for that. You did a little chili competition this past Saturday. Oh, that's what's up, bro. Congrats, man. That's what's up. Saludos desde Utah, one of my favorite states. Well, Salt Lake is one of my favorite cities. Saludos to you, man. Saludos to you, Kevin. Kevin. My best friend's name's Kevin. Kevin Lindsay. Yeah, man. I need I haven't been getting any notifications from Facebook on when you're doing another cook-off or anything like that, let me know, man. If I'm around, dude, I want to go. I definitely want to go try out some of your stuff. I know you do a lot of stuff for church. So yeah, man. Congratulations on that, though, man. You are amazing at what you do for winning prizes like that, man. That is so cool. I wish I was into barbecuing, but I'm only into eating it, unfortunately. Unfortunately, that's all I do is eat it. Not even good at fajitas. Thanks, bro. Thanks, man. I'll try to stay as safe as I can. You too, man. Stay safe. Have a great night. And if, like I said, I'm gonna have to look up your posts again to see why I'm not getting anything. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you so much. I try. Sometimes it doesn't come out like I want to, but you know. It is what it is sometimes. Are you from El Salvador? Are you paisa? Paisano? Yeah, I mean, I try to, you know, some days that I'm like like here lately, I've been some days that one of you guys noticed this too. There's a video that I put out, you know, it's actually the last video I put out, the one with the truck stop. One of you guys actually said that that it looks like something's wrong with me, you know, as far as like I look a little depressed or stuff like that, and I've been battling that, dealing with that here lately, and I tell you guys what, man, my therapy, I mean, what helps me through when I'm feeling darkest is making videos for you guys. The process of making the video and all that stuff is what I love, and then, you know, getting the reaction and reading the comments, you know, even though I don't answer a lot of comments, but I do read them, and they help me out a lot when I'm going through those times, you know, and it's been a little roller coaster emotionally for me lately, and just trying to stay positive. I tell myself every day, you know, make somebody smile today and you'll accomplish your goal for the day. And be nice to people. Don't rub off the negative energy that's going on in you. Don't push it onto anybody else. So that's what I do. Oh, originally from Sonsonate. Okay. That is cool. My mom has family in Sonsonate. I think it's Magaña and Calderon. Yeah, she has family there. And of course, I'm from Ciudad Arce. Or Arce, or Miarce, some people say. Common, yeah, man. You know, so something, you know. So here's the thing, guys. Like, I try to make lemonade from lemons, basically. Um, so something pretty depressing happened to me around those days, and I told myself, you know what? I'm gonna make something positive out of this. I'm gonna help my friend out, and I'm gonna call this guy, this truck stop, and I'm gonna try to see if I can get some of his money back. And and I that whole video came from that, came from a negative place. That whole concept of that video came from somewhere pretty dark for me, and I made myself turn it around for something very positive. That's why, if you kind of noticed that I was looking a little depressed during that day, was because something happened, and that's why I was feeling that way. But yeah, I mean that's just the way I've been evolving as a person lately, is to try to just make sure that everything that negative happens to me, to turn it around and make something positive out of that. Everything happens for a reason, and even as far as my driving, guys, like I've changed the way that I drive from when I first started driving trucks, man. I used to be aggressive. I used to be road rage. I used to be like, I was bad when I first started driving trucks. And here lately, with this whole kind of spiritual journey that I'm going through, and trying to find myself, and trying to figure out myself and what my next step in life needs to be, and all that stuff. I've been changing and trying to make a better version of me, if that makes any sense. And like when somebody cuts me off now, I don't even. It doesn't. I'm just like. Because the thing is that we don't understand is that 9 times out of 10, that person that cut you off didn't even intend to cut you off. They did it because they're living their life and didn't even pay attention that they were even doing anything to you. But now you're in your truck, upset, mad at the world, and if somebody calls you, you answer with an attitude, and you're that person that did that has now controlled the rest of your day, or the rest, or for a few minutes of your life. You have let them control you. And I quit letting that happen. Like, don't get me wrong. Every once in a while, it does hit, because some people do very dumb things. But for the most part, I've been trying to just, hey man, it's not worth it. Just chill out. Why? Why do I need to give them my energy and give them my anger and all this stuff for no reason? Like, so many things can happen because of that. You can have an accident. You can end up hurting somebody. You end up in jail. But the person that cut you off and never realized they really cut you off is living their life, chilling at home, watching TV, hanging with their family, and you're in jail because you let you let that get to you. Doesn't make any sense. We only have one life to live, and that's why, like, also I've been like cutting back. Like I've had opportunities to film like truckers really messing up. Like today there was a trucker that was all like ran over some stuff, and I could have taken a video of that, and I know the internet loves that negative stuff, but I'm like, nope, I'm not going to be posting that stuff. I mean, maybe every once in a while something will happen, and but more than likely I won't be posting that stuff anymore, because I don't need it. You guys don't need it. Like, I don't need to put that onto you guys. Like, you guys don't need to be, I don't know what's going on in your life, and then I post something negative, and then you get upset, and then you got things going on, and it just snowballs to, ends up snowballing to something greater than all it was somebody not paying attention and they cut you off. So, like, I've been doing a lot of that lately. Just, I think one of my turning points was that video that I made with me getting into that argument with that trucker that cut me off, or that was riding my trailer, and the one that I met at the truck stop, and he was showing me all his junk and everything. I think that was my tipping point, because I got very, very upset. I got very, very mad that day, and I was like, what am I doing? Like, why did I even confront this guy? Just let him be. You know what I mean? Like I let that control me. And that wasn't one of my proudest moments. I've left it on there because, it's for me to see, like, that wasn't one of my proudest moments, but it's part of the trucking. It's part of life, so I try to be transparent with you guys and show you my good experiences and my bad experiences. But I don't want to push on negative things. I know my channel would probably grow more if I would just push negative stuff, drama and negative things, and making fun of people and all this other stuff. Like, that's the way to make a channel grow, but I don't want to do that. It's not me. So I'll kind of suffer the consequences, YouTube doesn't put it out there as much because it's not drama. When you help somebody, they don't promote that type of stuff, unfortunately. And it's just the way it shouldn't be that way. Yeah, man. Let's see. Who's that? Jason. Yeah, I mean, I've been trying to find that too. I've been trying to find. I've been trying to find. How can I say it without coming off wrong? I don't really believe in religion. I do believe in God. I do believe in a higher power, but I don't really believe in religion, I guess. And I've been trying to find. I've been fighting that as well, inside in myself. Just trying to find the right path, basically. So I've had so many experiences with religion that as a kid, and then later on in life, that I've gotten turned off of it, as far as that goes. But like I said, I am a God-fearing man, and I do believe very much in Him, because He's gotten me out of situations that nobody. I mean, it couldn't be by chance. You know what I mean? It's got to be. As long as what I feel, it's got to be like a higher power that got me out of that place. So, yeah, I do believe in that. Yeah, Common. I mean, it's true, man. I mean, it's just a waste of energy and time to do stuff like that, Yeah, Jason, man, I agree on that, as well, and that's how I look at things, it's what I feel in my heart that's more important than a building and going through stuff like that. But and I don't take that away from anybody. Like if that's what you do, and if not saying you exactly, but in general, if that's what you do, if that's what you like, if that's what you love, if that's where your heart is on going to a church or going to hey man, that's do you. Like I'm not against any of that, and not to bring up there's stuff that I don't really like talking about too much on the channel because just because, but like even people that like gay people, stuff like that, like that stuff doesn't bother me. It says on the Bible you shouldn't be judging people, and that's the first thing that I've seen a lot of people do. Like they go to church, but the first thing they do is they judge somebody. Like it's not my place to judge anybody. You can be any color, you can be any race, any religion. That's you do you. That's what makes you happy, and that's what you believe in. That's like my good friend of mine. Well, Gemini G7 Richard. He asked me the other day. He said, "Do you believe in dream catchers?" I said, "Well, that's not really the question that you should be asking. You should be asking yourself, or he was actually asking me because his girlfriend was believes in them, and I told him, I said, if she believes in a dream catcher, don't take that away from her. If she believes in it, don't take it away from her, because what people believe in can help them out. It does. It helps. If you believe in something, it can help you out because that's what you believe in. So your mind controls your body and then helps, heal the body on whatever you believe in. So that's the way I think of things. It doesn't matter what I think about anything. It matters what you yourself thinks about things. I think that's the most important part of life, period. Is you gotta do you. At the end, you were born alone. At the end of the day, you're gonna go alone. But the journey between that's the one that matters. You know what I mean? And yeah, sorry I kind of went all to all that there, but sorry, not sorry. just some thoughts that I have sometimes. This big old head is not full of air like my kids tell me believe that it is. We mess around like that, but yeah, I think about the craziest things sometimes. And I think for the most part, truckers are that type of people that are very they're adventurous. They got to be some type of adventurous, and they're always thinking about something. I mean, we got hours and hours and hours to think about so many things. So I think that that job kind of works perfect for me because it allows me to think about so many ideas. Guys, there are so many ideas that I come up with that would actually turn out to be very good videos that I never do. I never put them together. So many ideas. So some of the crazier ideas that I've been thinking about lately. Now, two things I've been thinking about lately. One, how we have a shortage of truck parking. So I wanted an idea that I was thinking about is walking across from East Texas all the way to West Texas, walking on I-10 all the way to stand for truck parking for the state of Texas, to make enough noise that the state of Texas, sees this and says, let's put in some trucks, just truck parking for truckers, and let's figure out how it's going to work to keep them clean and to all this other stuff. Not rest areas for cars, truck parking only. So that's a crazy idea that I've been throwing around. And like, that'd be kind of cool. A 300-pound dude walking across the country. I mean, not the country, the state of Texas. And I'd probably be a lot healthier at the end of it, but a lot of joint pain. But so that's an idea. That was just like some crazy thing I've thought about. And then another crazy thing I've thought about is doing, but you guys know that I've always wanted to travel the world, going, riding around with different truckers from the world. But I thought about an idea called, and I even had a name for it, called the long haul down. So the long haul down would be me going to Alaska and riding with a trucker from Alaska, or truckers, from the northern part of Alaska down to the southern part of Alaska, and then jumping on, I can't go to Canada, but I would be jumping on, coming over to the United States, jump on a truck with somebody that goes from the north all the way down to the border, and then jumping in a Mexican truck, and then jumping in, just riding with all these different truckers until I make it to the southern tip of Argentina. And I would call it the long haul down. And just interviewing all these different truckers and showing the experiences and all that stuff. So that's another crazy idea that I come up with. So I have a lot of crazy ideas that I come up with that never come to fruition. Both of those can't come to fruition, mainly because I can't afford it. Because I was kind of doing the math to be able to walk across Texas, not the United States. It would take me a couple of months. So yeah, I'd have to be able to cover the bills for a couple months, and I can't do that. Not now. And then the long haul down, that would be probably a year or so that I would have to, But if I got enough monetization from the YouTube channel, I could. But not making enough on YouTube, about a couple $100 a month. It's not enough to be able to finance that. That's true. The crazy ideas can often make you feel better. And a lot of times they pay off and they actually do work. I don't know. I followed a guy. I followed this guy that his dad passed away from cancer. And he walked across the United States from one end of the United States to the other end, and I followed him the whole time on his journey. And I think it took about a year or so, but this guy was fit and he could walk. He was in shape, and he walked across the United States like that, and he raised a lot of money, and that was pretty cool. That was really cool. And a couple of times I was so close to like running across him, and the closest I got to actually, like, I wanted to actually meet him because I wanted to shake his hand, was in Green River, Utah. Like, he had literally just left like 30 minutes earlier than when I got there, and I was devastated whenever I didn't get to see him, get to meet him, because I mean, if you guys know, I lost my dad to colon cancer as well, so it's something that means a lot to me. And what he did, that was super brave to do stuff like that. And I think those are the people that make a difference in life. We all make a difference in life, but some people make a big impact on the crazy ideas, you know. But like I said, if I could afford it, I should start a well, they call that a GoFundMe and try to raise as much as I can into it. What are my thoughts on the president of El Salvador? Good question. Um, for the most part, I really like him because I have noticed a change, like a huge change. Now, I don't go to El Salvador very often. Um, so, and I've only been a handful of times since I was brought here when I was 3. But I've only gone back maybe 5 or 6 times total. But the last 2 times that I went were like a totally different country than the previous times. Like not even close. The cleanliness of the country has got so much better. No graffiti on the walls. The security of walking around, just doing whatever you want at night without worrying about anybody, mugging you or anything like that. It's been amazing. Like the last time I went about a year and a half ago, I was in places that I would have never gone had the situation stayed the way it was. And a lot of people, what they don't realize, I mean, you could think about it as a humanitarian thing that he's incarcerating all these people, but you also got to think about how many people those people harmed, and it was way more than what's locked up right now. You know what I mean? Like they harmed so many people, unaliving so many people and extorting so many people, just a lot, And I know it's harsh the way he did it, but he's cleaned up that country, man, but it's kind of giving a hint of dictatorship. But like, and the way I look at it is, if even if it's a dictatorship, as long as it betters the country and the people living in it live better, then it really doesn't matter if it's a democracy or a dictatorship. I think as long as it all works out for the people that live there. But it is giving a little hint of that. But other than that, I think that he's and he's young too. So he's 40 something years old. Like he's my age, and then he's the president. I can't even get my life together, and he's the president of a country. But anyways, so yeah, those are my thoughts on him. I like him. Well, boys, I think all we have here is boys and girls. We are home. It's a nice long drive from the yard up there. Almost an hour and 20 minutes. How long have we been on here? I don't even know. We've been on here for... See, I don't even know. Can you tell? I don't even know. Anyways, don't matter. Yeah, we're home. Great conversation with you guys. It's I feel like I've been getting a little better at doing these lives than usual, because I never used to do them really. But I've done 3 in the past what? 3 weeks or whatever. So that's pretty cool. I love the interaction, man. I might do a couple on these next 2 days that I'm gonna be home, or 3 days or whatever. So I might do one every day and hang out with you guys again. I really, really, really do enjoy it, and it really, really does help me with my situation and stuff. So I thank you guys. You guys, you think that y'all don't make a difference, and I guarantee you that you do. You make a big difference, man, and it helps me helps me out tremendously, more than you guys will ever understand. And maybe you guys have gone through it too, and you guys do understand. So, but yeah, I really do appreciate every single one of you. For the most part, 99% of our family here, our community, is very positive. Very, very seldom do I get negative anything on this channel. So, and I'm proud of that. I know the negative stuff, like I said, will sell more and do better, but that's just not me anymore or at all. So, well, my car's beeping because I'm getting close to the bushes over here. All right, man, we have made it to the crib. I think I lost y'all. Did I lose y'all? Marco, thank you, Marco. God bless you too. Thank you so much. Rafael, thank you so much. Thank you. It was very nice to have y'all here. Jason, thank you so much for your kind words and for being here on this live. Yeah, and that's true, and people watch these videos and maybe they helps them out, with what they got going on in life. So yeah, guys, so my blessings to all of you guys, and hope you all are doing well. And if you're in negative situations, hopefully soon you will get out of them and see the light, as I'm trying to myself. And we're going to make it. No matter what, we're going to try hard and we're going to make it. I have faith in that. See you guys on the next video. Peace. And we're out of here.